Hey, well, good morning, good morning. I want to talk a little bit today about rare and specialized skills and the acquisition of those skills. And I'm out on my morning walk this morning. I do this every morning, and normally do a little afternoon walk too. I think that just starting the day with a little bit of exercise and allowing your head to kind of clear is a really important part of the creative process. And since a lot of what I do is creative in nature, this is a valuable thing to do. And if you don't do it, give it a shot. See if it doesn't kind of improve your day right from the beginning. But anyway, before I tell you about rare and specialized, well, let me do it this way. So when it comes to rare and specialized skills, those are the skills that really give us value in the market. And the more rare, the more specialized, the bigger the problem that you solve, the bigger the pain that you can cure. As a baseline, the more you'll be paid. And so I get a lot of people who come to me and they say, "Hey, Jason, I get it. I listened to your stuff. I really believe that I need to be acquiring these rare and specialized skills. But what are we supposed to be doing? Like, where should I focus my time and my attention?" And in situations like that, the advice that I give is that if you are unsure about where you should be applying your time in the development of those skills, then you should start with the most important one. And as far as I can tell, as near as I can tell, the most valuable skill that anyone on earth could possess is the ability to effectively communicate your value to the world. And so self-promotion is probably the most valuable. I know how crazy this sounds, because self-promotion is not something that I think comes natural to any of us, which is, well, for most of us. Some of you may really, really find that easy. I never have. Even doing something like this, as I'm walking around, I'm assuming that there are going to be people who are watching me holding my phone and just going to be like, "Who's this guy? Is he some Instagram influencer or some such nonsense?" And it makes me uncomfortable. So I even struggle with stuff like this. But it's important, it's critical that we be able to effectively communicate our value, because that is often what determines whether or not we're going to be successful or not, whether we get the job, whether we get the promotion, whether we convince the guy to buy our stuff instead of the other guy's stuff. All of it hinges on our ability to communicate that value. And so the art of self-promotion, and it's really not an art. Sounds better to call it an art than a skill, but it is a skill. It's something that can be learned. It's something that can be taught. It's something that you can get better at as time goes by, just like writing or mathematics, or the more you practice it, like weightlifting or fitness, the more you practice it, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And the reason I bring this up is because next week I'm going to be holding a seminar called Mastering the Art of Shameless Self-Promotion. And I had a little fun with the title, I'll admit, Mastering the Art of Shameless Self-Promotion. But the truth is, it's a really serious subject. It's, as I said, probably the most valuable skill that you could ever acquire. And if you're interested in it, you can go check it out. It's jasonstapleton.com/shameless, jasonstapleton.com/shameless. And if my technical skills don't fail me, it will probably be popping up there so that you can see the address. And we're going to start out just talking a little bit about you and some of the reasons why we don't promote, some of the fears and other reasons that we really are not confident enough to share our skills and talk about ourselves. And then in the back half of the seminar, I'm going to give you some really tactical stuff that you can do that are going to help to improve those skills, so that you'll know exactly how to interject, when to interject, if you're being interviewed on a podcast or for a job, if you are trying to sell and close. How do you do it without coming off super egotistical, self-righteous? Because that's the other side of it that we don't want, right? We want to be confident. We want to be able to share what we know and what we can do for somebody. But we don't want to come off as arrogant. We don't want to come off as egotistical, because that's going to damage our reputation. It's going to hurt us from getting what we're after and from, providing the most value to other people. So go check it out, jasonstapleton.com/shameless. If it makes sense, sign up, and we'll see you at the event. If not, then get out there, start practicing those skills, and start putting them to work, because it is the most valuable thing you'll ever learn how to do. You will never be paid more than for your reputation. Okay, your reputation will come before you, and a reputation is something that you can manufacture. It's something that you can begin to build and develop. It's also something you can repair if you've got a bad reputation. So those are, at the end of the day, that's really what we're paid for. So go check it out, jasonstapleton.com/shameless, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.